I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 260 of our Pokemon Mr. Dungeon DX Let's Playing, guys. If you missed last episode, we went to Murky Cave. We had a crazy amount of food encounters, 4 of them, which was pretty insane. Unfortunately, none of them were shiny, but that's okay. We did get, however, a new Pokemon to the Pokedex. We got a Sea King. So that put us at 251 out of 472 there. And of course, guys, that 472 number includes every single individual Pokemon in the Pokedex, including all 26 shiny Pokemon we currently have 22 of. And of course, this is going to sound crazy, I know. It's going to sound borderline impossible. What I'm about to tell you guys are going to simply judge me and say, you're out of your gosh darn mind. But that includes all 28. I can't even say because you guys aren't going to believe me. But that includes all 28 unknown. Which, I know that already sounds crazy, right? Who would even think about getting all 28 unknown? That's insane. No human being in this planet would ever do such a thing. Well, maybe all but one. This one. We've done it. It's already been done. We got all 28 unknown. I'm talking A through Z. A through Z if you're from Europe. I almost said the Europe. If you're from the Europe. And, A through Z if you're from the Europe folks. But yeah, unknowns. We have all the unknowns. We have 22 of the 26 shinies. We're only missing just a handful of Pokemon in general. Today, obviously, we're going after shiny Altaria. Alright, let's go on to the next floor. If we get shiny Altaria today, though, we will be going after Riolu next. Because Riolu is kind of a unique Pokemon in the fact that I'm pretty sure you can only get him in the mystery houses. And I think there might be specific dungeons only that he appears in those. I'll do a little bit of research before we start doing that. So that'll be what we'll be doing next, kind of like our next special encounter. Then we'll go for another shiny Pokemon. After we get that shiny Pokemon, we will try our first attempt at Purity Forest, the hardest dungeon in the game, where basically it's a 100 floor dungeon, which is already always annoying anyways, right, because it takes forever. But you start off at level 5, you only have one Pokemon, so you can't bring a full party of 3 with you, it's just the one Pokemon. You can recruit Pokemon while you're in there, though, which is interesting. You couldn't do that in Blue Rescue Team. Oh my god. And you can't bring any items, so you're literally at the mercy of RNG. And of course, since you're at level 5, progressively as you go through the dungeon, it gets harder and harder because the other Pokemon are going to get stronger and stronger. So it's a very, very difficult situation. I'm excited, but equally, if not more, nervous because I know it's going to be very difficult. We're going to have to split it up into multiple parts for sure. It's going to take us quite a while to get through there. Getting through Wish Cave, which is a lot easier than Purity Forest, took us 3.5 to 4 hours on our first attempt, which we did, and we got through it. But that's just the first attempt. What if this takes us 10 attempts? You know? What if the first attempt we do 3 hours, the second attempt we do 2 hours? We're talking about a huge, time sink. Could take us forever. You know? Hopefully not, but False Swipe became 0, huh? That's unfortunate. Let's use non-Runberry. There we go. Ether. So we have a Seal and another Seal. So we need one more wild Pokemon and a Ponyta. Mud Bomb. Alright, we're grabbing Ponyta. Alright, hopefully we can get at least like 2 Altaria encounters here today. Even if we don't get a shiny, that'd be make me satisfied enough. You know me, I'm not greedy. I'm not saying I gotta get shiny every time. Just I want a chance. That's all I'm asking for. Give me a chance. But we'll see how things go. Oh yeah, I was like, where's the 5th Pokemon at? Ponyta was hiding a little bit. Hitmonlee. But yeah, Purity Force is going to be very difficult. But we're getting pretty damn close to being done, guys. I'm very excited to be done. We've been playing this game for over a year. What about March of last year? So let me think. So April, May, June, July. It's August. 5 months. Almost a year and a half. That's a long time to be playing one game. But yeah, we've been playing this game for almost a year and a half. By the time we're done, it may be a year and a half. Then, of course, we're going to be playing Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap. Very excited for that. And then, obviously, the Diamond and Pearl remakes come out this year. As I mentioned, what we're going to do with that, because Pokemon Snap is probably going to take us... Let me think about that. How long is it going to take us? Probably at least 6 months, I would guess, for to finish Pokemon Snap completely, because we're going to 100% it. So if you do the math, obviously Diamond and Pearl remakes will be out long before we're going to be done with the Pokemon Snap. So what we're going to do, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll just talk about it next. It's been a minute since I've mentioned this. What we're going to do is, every day when Pokemon Diamond and Pearl comes out, I'm going to upload in that 3 o'clock slot that I have, that 3 p.m. slot that we do like the tier list on every Friday. The first week we'll definitely be doing Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake every day, except maybe the following Friday, and we'll let the tier list or ranked list take that slot for the time being. So then it'll be 6 days a week, Diamond and Pearl, till we're done with it. And then when Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, we'll probably do the same exact thing with that. Which I'm very excited for. Probably my most anticipated game in the immediate future is definitely Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm very excited for that. Diamond and Pearl remakes are going to be fun, but I'm not nearly as excited about them as I am about Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I would assume most fans are that way, but maybe not. There might be some that are more excited for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and I liked Diamond and Pearl. Quite a bit, actually. But man, am I excited for a whole new... To me, nothing beats like a brand new Pokemon experience. Which is weird to say, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that hate like Pokemon Sword and Shield, for example. And there's some things to dislike about it for sure, right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's the perfect game. But for me, I almost rank... and this is weird, because if you think about it, maybe I shouldn't. But in my mind, I rank it higher than I do like any of the other Pokemon games, just because it was new. And my hype was so excited. Especially the fact that I went in blind in that game, and I got to discover all the new Pokemon in real time. Just a normal Altaria, but we got at least one encounter. That's good. I'm looking for a golden Altaria, by the way, instead of blue. But yeah, I got to experience like all the Pokemon for the first time without any spoilers. I literally stayed off Twitter for days, because I literally recorded non-stop for about a week. And it was such a fun experience, man. And so yeah, Sword and Shield might be my favorite, like... It's not, but like... In my mind, I'm like, man, like that's the game. That's Pokemon, right? My favorite is probably, of all time... I literally just did a tier list. Or not tier, but a ranked list of my top 25 video games of all time. It probably is, like, Silver, Diamond, and Crystal... Silver, Diamond, and Crystal. Silver, Gold, and Crystal. Diamond on the brain with the new Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out. It probably is second gen because my excitement for it was so immense. I got silver for Christmas and just we got another Altaria encounter. I was just so excited. I love second gen so much. Just a normal Altaria. That's okay. Second encounter. So now I can't complain if we don't see any more. But obviously I'd like to see some more Altarias there. At least one more, a golden one. But yeah, I like Sword and Shield a lot. Part of it was just because of my excitement of going in there so blind, seeing all these new Pokemon for the first time, seeing like regional forms for the first time. I thought it was well done for the most part. I'm not gonna sit here and have this discussion because I know a lot of people disliked Sword and Shield, and that's fine. I get it. I respect people that disliked it just fine. I totally get it. I'm not trying to convince I'm not trying to convince any people that it didn't suck or it was a good game or anything like that. Just for me personally, I liked it. It hit all the notes for me personally. Obviously, it could have been better. It could always be better, right? And the fact that you didn't have the full like Pokédex, all the Pokemon right away, or even to this day, you still can't have all the Pokemon on there. It's a bit of a bummer. I understand, but I thought of it this way because I'm a positive person in general, anyways. Not to say people that disliked it aren't, but I'm just saying that me personally, I like to try to find. Oh, another Altaria. I like to personally try to find positive as much as I can, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, we can't get these Pokemon today, but when they come out the next Pokemon game, how excited is it going to be that we can play with this particular Pokemon in this game? And I know people are going to say, well, that blah blah blah, that's reusing content, blah blah blah, unoriginal, blah blah blah. I guess I get that argument, but it doesn't bother me personally, right? Because I mean, are we gonna expect them to always put like every Pokemon in every game? I don't know. Once we get to like 2,000 Pokemon, it's a bit much, isn't it? And then all the different forms and Galarian variant, not Galarian variants, but all the regional variants, and that's a lot, man. We already have Salamence, but it's always exciting to see a Salamence out and about. So like to me, I was pretty understanding about the whole Pokédex thing, and I get why people were upset about it too. But it didn't bother me, right? It didn't bother me at all. Even if they want to put my favorite Pokemon in the game, it wouldn't have bothered me. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't think I didn't use Glaceon in our regular playthrough. I don't think of the game. In fact, I'm pretty sure I used nothing but new Pokemon. I did that purposely, because I wanted to experience the new Pokemon. Right? I've used every Pokemon a billion times at this point, right? As did most people. So it didn't bother me that they weren't in one game, right? It doesn't bother me at all. But I get why people were upset about it, though. Don't know why we started talking about that at all. Because of my excitement for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Anyways, I always get excited for the new Pokemon games, right? Like it always, I'm always very excited, even if the game may be slightly like underperforms maybe a little bit because like the graphics aren't crazy. Like I'm not a graphics guy anyways. Graphics are amazing, right? Like the new Pokemon Snap game looks amazing, right? Beautiful looking game. And that definitely adds, especially a game like that where you're taking pictures of the scene, like a Pokemon and a scenery and stuff. Like obviously graphics are very important in a game like that. But I play a lot of retro games. So graphics don't bother me that much, right? They enhance, but they're not like the be all end all for me, right? A game could have like subpar, okay graphics, but if the gameplay's fun, if the game is good, it don't matter to me, man. It don't matter. Graphics are secondary, in my opinion. Gameplay to me is probably the most important thing. If I have fun playing the game, I'm sold. Stories, I don't really pay attention to video game stories at all, to be honest. Very few games like draw me in with their stories. One that did though was Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness, Time, and Sky. Love the story in that game. Such a good story, but typically I'm just like I'm playing a game. If I can skip cutscenes, sometimes I will. You know, if I'm not recording on camera, like I just want to play the game, man. Like I don't really care about all these cutscenes. I don't really care about the story. You know, that stuff's secondary to me as well. And I'm weird like that because I know some people, that's why they play games, and I get it, man. But that's not me. So to me, I was playing Pokemon. It was a Pokemon game. It's a turn-based style. I love turn-based RPGs. It has some my familiar favorite, a lot of favorite Pokemon in there, new Pokemon. I wanted to catch them all. I wanted to complete the Pokédex. I wanted to beat the game. Everything else to me was just kind of background, man. It always is. Cause like even if I could have transferred all my Pokemon over, right? And I have a living Pokédex. Like I have every Pokemon. Like for the most, I think I'm missing a couple. And it's only because I'm kind of anal about certain things. Like I have all the legendary dogs in my living dex, but Raikou and Entei are shiny in the living dex. I want regular ones for that living dex, right? So I'm a little weird about that sometimes. So it is complete, but in my mind it's not. So I could transfer every Pokemon over, but here's the thing, right? I've done that every generation, and let me ask you this: how often do you think I actually used those Pokemon I transferred over after I beat the game? I could tell you, not very. I'm not a competitive battler, so once the game's beaten, I've completed the Pokédex. I don't really do competitive battle. Like there's nothing for me to really do at that point. I pretty much just like shiny hunt or something, and you don't need every Pokemon in the Pokédex for that. So since I'm not a competitive battler, I don't really care. You know what I mean? So again, that's another reason why it didn't really bother me at all. So it didn't affect my gameplay or my experience with the game. I thought the wilderness was really cool. Granted, yeah, I mean once you get used to the wilderness, graphically it's not very impressive. Could certainly look better, but I like the idea of the wilderness, and I like what it could possibly lead to in the future. And with the way that the Legends Arceus game looks like, I think we might see them really use like the wilderness idea and really run with it. I really hope so, because I really enjoyed that a lot. Imagine if we could like, it feels like almost like an open world like MMO, right, in the wilderness area where you can like, they kind of had it, but obviously it needs to be fine-tuned. But imagine if it's like you can go to every trainer, you can interact them very easily, you can jump into battles and you battle right there on the spot. Like it doesn't go into just like you can literally walk over to other people battling and watch the battle unfold. That'd be really cool. Obviously, that's something that may never happen, but I think that'd be kind of cool. Like you could do that in like Minecraft, Pokemon. You can watch Pokemon battle. I mean, granted, like the attack animations and stuff aren't like tremendous, but it can be done. And if Minecraft can do it, or people that do mods for Minecraft, if they can make it work, I can imagine that Pokemon can make that work. But I really hope they build onto the on the wilderness idea, because I think it's really cool. Alright, so let me use Sunny Day. But just by like seeing the trailer of Pokemon Legends Arceus, I could see them maybe expanding on the wilderness idea a bit, which does make me pretty excited for it. And I hope they do some exciting stuff, like give us some more regional variants, different time period. Give us like I don't know, give us like a Beedrill that looks different or something, because it's a different time period. I think that'd be kind of like, they could do some stuff with that. That'd be kind of cool. Or have some like new evolutions of some of these Pokemon. That could be pretty cool. I don't think they're going to. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird one, because it's gonna be in a different time period, and chances are they're gonna be using pretty much older Pokemon. But maybe they'll add a few new Pokemon in there as well. Kind of a peek at the next generation, kind of like they did with like Melmetal and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And they could potentially bring Megas back. I know that's something people want. I'd love the idea of Mega Pokemon. I think, honestly, Megas were better than Gigantamaxes personally. I didn't hate Gigantamax, but to me it just felt like a new spin on Mega Pokemon when they could have just used Mega Pokemon again. But I feel like Pokemon are also weird because they're like, we always want to introduce like a new mechanic every generation. Sometimes you don't have to do that. Like Z-moves were unnecessary. Although in competitive it's kind of interesting some of the stuff you can do with them. But yeah, Megas are cool. I'd like to see Megas come back. Maybe give some new Pokemon some Megas. Give us some more regional variants. Maybe introduce a couple new Pokemon. Maybe a new Legendary. There's some stuff they could really do in that game to make it exciting. But we are almost done with this dungeon. We've ran into a few Altaria. Because I can't complain about the amount of Altarias we've seen for sure. Would love to see at least one more. Maybe a shiny one. That'd be nice. But I won't complain either way. I also, like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I really enjoyed the addition of like raids. I thought that was pretty cool. So hopefully they continue that as well. I like the idea of like PvE, not just PvP, for Pokemon like post game. Well, that was certainly a run that we did today. No shiny Altaria. We did see some Altarias though, so I won't complain like I said. But obviously, I would have loved to get shiny Altaria today. Since we didn't get shiny Altaria today, next episode we will. I think it's Magikarp again. Let me double check. Yep, we're gonna be going back to the Marvelous Sea, chasing after shiny Magikarp once again. We'll do some item management, and we'll wrap it up. I'm probably not going to record anymore tonight. I'm probably going to call it there for myself. I probably could record a couple more, but it is really late. And I wanted to do a couple other things before I went to bed. And including the Heracross raid I got to do here on Pogo. Because I have it written down from a previous video, if you watched that video as well. Also got, edit a couple videos, get some of them ready and scheduled out. Oh, but I'm really tired, man. Ooh, hello. Alright, quick item management. We're full on gravel rocks again. Sell some gravel rocks. And alright guys, that's the end of today's episode. Like I said, Marvelous Sea next episode, chase after shiny Magikarp. Until then, I am the Maverick Daniels, bidding you farewell, peace, and one love. Bang!